this knee wouldn't let me pass it. I kept getting stopped going for like he was able to pull his arm out. So every time he come in, I go from here.
Yeah.
He was able to pull his arm. Is that just a matter of my
what are we trying to
come and do the sweep here? And I was not able to get this hip, like, because that way I'm having trouble getting the correct turning pressure right here. I kept getting stopped. Is that doing a reset?
Just the way I'm seeing it, it's like your knee is not in the right place. You're trying to block him instead of just letting him come in. Like your knee shouldn't be here at any point.
Oh, I think so.
Like go back to the high knee shield. No, high, like upwise, there. And now allow him the underhook. You feel the difference?
Yeah, I was too low.
Yeah, it's like you led him through, but then you just did this. So now his hip is being blocked. So there's no reason for him to come forward. He's running in. You took away one wall, and then you just put another wall in the way. Okay. And then you're going to do the sweep from here. It's here when you let him through, you let him all the way through and you're twisting him as he comes forward. So just your timing needs to be a little bit better. Obviously, like always, everyone's timing needs to be better. But it's more so that just when you're letting him through, you're turning like this. As soon as I let him through, I've got to be ready to do that rather than staying here and then trying to like make his, it was obvious like from the beginning, his weight was all the way over here and back. It needs to be over top of you. Like his hips need to be almost onto your hips for you to do this. Does that?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot.
So anybody else? Questions? No. Okay. So the other thing we're going to cover today, and I should mention this at this point. If your brain is full right now, you don't have to do this next thing. Right? If you just want to get more reps in on the twist sweep and iron it out and just like holler my name, I'll come around and help you out if there's any details that you want. So it's totally fine. Like, I always say that it's better for you to leave, like if we cover 4 moves and you leave here knowing 2, it's better than if you cover 4 moves and you leave here knowing none because you tried to learn 4 when 2 was all you could handle. Everyone's learning rate is different and everyone's existing level of information is different. So like whenever I present stuff like this, I've got kind of a target audience in mind. But if you're like a total beginner, and there's a lot of moving parts in this twist sweep, and especially if we now add the omoplata to that, right? So we're only going to do 1 more movement, so we're going to learn 3 things today. But if 2 is all you got, that's totally fine. For whatever reason, people feel like they need to keep up, and they feel like they're dumb if they don't do the 3rd move. No, the smartest learners are the ones who know their limitations, right? Like, it makes you a more clever individual to know, I'm going to get more out of this if I just do the 2 things that I know my brain can handle right now. It's not a matter of intelligence, it's a matter of how much information are we adding today. If you barely know what the hell half guard is, we added a lot of information. If you already know half guard and omoplata and this and that, we just added like a twist and a way of getting to the omoplata. So we really only added 2 or 3 basic mechanisms, whereas we may have been adding 10 or 12 discrete bits of information in your brain. So it's not a matter of smart or dumb, it's a matter of what your level of experience was coming in with this information will determine how much additional information you can put in your brain and still retain. So please, if you're not quite ready to move on to this, it's all right. Troy, can I work a second? So now we're going to address, we are playing our half guard, we're trying to bait them to come forward, but they're not this guy at all. They're this guy. They don't want to have anything to do with you. Right? They're trying to control your sleeve, they're trying to control your collar, but they're really mostly just staying back on their butt and just playing that game of like, I need to be active. If we're talking about competition, he needs to convince the ref that he's trying to pass my guard. So he's just making a bunch of fake motion. He's not acting, and you'll feel this as the bottom end. You'll watch some tournaments every so often, and the bottom guy will be like, oh yeah? And he'll do this, and the guy will stay right there. Right? So just like that's who we're talking about, the guy who's just afraid of your half guard. Our goal is to create this 2-on-1 grip. Again, this can look like 1 sleeve and 1 wrist grip. It can look like 2 sleeve grips. I'm going to recommend that you just do a 2-on-1 like this, like a baseball bat style grip where one palm is up, one palm is down. The reason we want that as opposed to this is if he just wants to pull his arm back, there's nothing in the back of this preventing him. I need to cover his hand entirely. So baseball bat grip like so, right? It can even be like this, although this is kind of awkward, but usually it's going to be if I'm on my right hip, right palm up, left palm down, that's going to be the grip we're utilizing. What we want to do now, because he's not coming forward, he's faking it, is we're going to have the freedom to move our knee into the far armpit. When I do that, it's really important that I rotate on my shoulder. I'm not trying to do this, because now I just put some weight down. Oh crap, I just got smashed. That was a cosmetic movement. I gave my partner access to a lever. What I want to do is have this away from me, and I want to come up onto my shoulder. So now if you're going to smash me, my spine and my shin and my femur are in the way. I'm not going to get smashed doing this. All right? We could turn this into like a leg entanglement series that leads into a heel hook or a knee bar. We're not going to do that for today, although if you want to like call me over, especially if you're a little bit more advanced and leg lock friendly, I will show you how to turn this into a wicked heel hook attack. What we're going to do is once we push this arm away, the bottom arm, so my right arm, the one that's palm up, stays here creating a platform, while the other hand shoots through and pushes over there. So see how that's already starting to rotate Troy away from me? I'm going to reach down and grab his leg. Right at the bunion, so like this protruding bone by the big toe. And I'm just going to start to turn him over. There we go. This can become a heel hook or a knee bar very, very easily. If you're not into leg locks, if you don't like, I don't have the time to teach you all the ingredients of a good leg lock for today. So I'd rather you just roll the person over and get up. It's a really, and you can also turn this into any number of different sweep mechanisms. So this is just a general way of dealing with stallers from the bottom. I start to pull, for instance from here I can just step behind his knee and come up like that. I can turn this into single leg X or X, depending on how like knowledgeable I am. So I can try to come around and give you guys some suggestions. But I just want you to have the basic mechanism, which is creating a frame behind this armpit, which is going to create our kazushi. Our kazushi mechanism is to take our partner's center of gravity off of here and put it over here. This makes this leg light, which enables me to grab it and start to internally rotate their hip. This mechanism will rotate my partner's hip to the mat, and then I'm just going to use that to continue controlling it. So now more uses, Troy can watch this.
See what we did anyways.
So again, I've got this 2-on-1. I pass my hand underneath, and I come up. I just reach over and grab this one in here. I'm pulling towards me. One of the things I want to avoid, straighten this leg out for me. That can shut this whole thing down. If it were to happen, I'd be going to X or single leg X. It's not a problem, but I don't want it to happen. I want, when I actually put this knee back down, please. I want when I reach over to jam his knee into my hip. Alright? So as soon as I grab this, I want this compressed. Try to take your knee off the ground. The only way he should be able to go is that way. And I just come up. Again, we can pat, like if we wanted a knee cut, I'll go right back to the knee cut. Right? Like we can kind of discuss that, get time permitted. But for now, it's just a matter of creating a solid frame, inverting, grabbing the toes. Pull this into your abdomen, torso, and hip area, and then rotate all the way over, and just withdraw your leg and stand up. Alright? Any questions on that? That's as simple as I can make it. We can go off into rabbit holes off this position, but the basic, this basic hip rotation thing off of this frame is a really powerful tool from the bottom half guard. It takes it from a position that relies on someone to be coming forward to a position that you can make work even on like stalling, passive sorts of opponents. Alright? Which is important. Like it's one thing to grapple someone who wants to grapple, it's another thing to grapple someone who doesn't want to grapple. That's actually really difficult. If you ever want to the most boring 20 minutes of your life, find the Brendan Shaw versus Cyborg match on YouTube. It's a guy who wants to grapple against a guy who has no interest at all in grappling. It's very difficult. Like people, I usually kind of use this as a reference point. Like I've rolled with purple belts that I've submitted, let's say 5-6 times in a round, and I've rolled with blue belts that I've submitted once or twice in a round. The automatic conclusion that most people have from that is that the purple belt wasn't that good and that the blue belt was really good. That's completely wrong. The purple belt wanted to play. the blue belt wanted to survive around to the black belt. That happens all the damn time. Blue belt comes in, 200 pounds, jack, is like, all right, if he only taps me once, that's a win. And then just does nothing, tries not to move at all. I reference tennis a lot because I used to play it. If we're rallying a whole bunch and I hit winners on you, because I'm a little bit better, that's going to happen. If you're just trying to like get the ball back, but you're never actually trying to hit a winner, you suck, and you're not trying to play. Right? So beating people who don't want to play is really difficult. This is one of the best methods I know for dealing with guys who just sit on their knees and back away and don't want to play. All right? Okay, let's get to it.